Hello family, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about why I was denied of my visa the very first time we applied for it, or the very first time I went to the embassy. The reason why I was denied of my visa. So my visa was bought by my fiance as of that time, because yet as of that time we were not married. So he bought my visa, and he applied for my visa, not bought. He applied for my visa. And my husband is a US citizen because he was born in the US. So he is a citizen, and also he based in the US. So when we came to the conclusion that we are going to settle down, he decided to apply for my visa ahead of time, and I think that took him like 6 months. I can't remember. I'm that type that I don't travel a lot, so I don't have too much experience when it comes to visiting states and having ideas of places. So that that day was my very first day of ever going to Lagos. So I make sure to go to Lagos at least 2 days before my interview. So the day came, I went to the embassy in Lagos, and I was able to arrive there very early in the morning. When I got there, people, a lot of crowd. We have to stand a queue. You can imagine that crowd. The probability of everybody being attended to is not even guaranteed. So as of that point, I was kind of worried. I said, Lord, please, I need to be attended to. I can't just stand this long, stand under this sun, not have eaten, not have drank water, go through all this stress, and before you know, somebody will come and tell you that, oh sorry, we have closed for the day. So that became my worry, and I was so lucky that I got attended to that day. So we went through two stages and then we have to wait for when the people that are already been interviewed are done, then we can be called in. So we've waited until it got to our turn, my turn, and I was able to I walked into the building where I can have my interview done. So that was where my problem started. And when I got in there, you guys, as of that time it's already evening. Like I went there in the morning, but as of that time it was already afternoon towards evening. So when I got in, where I was, the next available window was where I visited, I went to. So when I got there, the lady, I don't know what was her problem. I don't know if she's already stressed out that day. I don't know what if she's having a bad day. I don't just know. So I went there, and then she asked me, the very first question she asked me was, why are you here? And I told her that I'm here for my interview. And I don't know if after saying that I should just continue by saying the other things that I needed to say, like, okay, I'm here for my interview, this is my name, you know. I don't know. So when I said I am here for my interview, I was waiting for her to like say, okay, what kind of interview are you here for? I don't know what their questions are, but like, what kind of interview are you here? Like, I was waiting for us to start, okay. And mind you, that this was my first experience. Nobody has told me how it looks like, what the interview is all about, because I don't even know what question she's going to ask me. So I don't expect myself to start talking like that. So I just told her my name, and then she kept quiet. She didn't say anything again. And I was like, yeah, I was waiting. Then the next thing she said, she think I'm in the wrong place. So in my mind, I was like, how am I in the wrong place? So as of that point, I don't know what to do. Honestly, I was just so confused. And I said, okay, she's telling me I'm in the wrong place. Let me go out and put a call across to my fiance and tell him that, look, oh, the person I went to told me I'm in the wrong place. What do I need to do? You know? So I left. I guess that was where I got it wrong. I shouldn't have left. I would have just leave that window and maybe ask the security guy over there and say, look, oh, the lady told me that I'm in the wrong place. What next do I have to do? Do I need to go and stand another queue in the other window, in another window for me to be interviewed? You know, I'm not like blaming myself totally, because at first I was like, okay, I don't know what to do. If I'm in the wrong place, shouldn't you have like directed me to say, okay? So why I said I'm not giving myself total blame is because they have other windows, and I know that so many people are there based on different visa, right? I went there as a K1 visa applicant. Some people are there based on student visa, and others are there based on tourist visa. So if you, this particular window, you are interviewing people that are for that are student visa applicants, you should have told me that, okay, instead of just saying that I'm in the wrong place, you should have at least told me that this place is for other visas like the student visa, right? Then I would have quietly thanked you and walked away. But you just told me that I'm in the wrong place. So she told me that, and I was like confused, because in my mind I was like, is she not supposed to attend to everybody? Because if it is actually she's meant for K1, wouldn't they have put a sign that say, if you are one for K1 visa, this is your place to go? But it's not like that, meaning anybody can just walk up to you and you are going to interview the person. Is it not to pull up a file? The person tells you why you ask the person, why are you here? The person tells you, and you say, okay, what visa did you apply for? If that is something that you need to know, you're supposed to have asked that question, right? And if you think that it is my duty to tell you that without you asking me, and I did not know that, and I did not tell you that, what stops you from asking me what kind of visa I applied for? So none of that took place, and she just told me that I'm in the wrong place, that I don't know why I'm there. You know, that was what she told me. I don't know why I'm there and I'm in the wrong place. So those words, like, they totally put me off. And when I said I'm not totally putting the blame on me, there are still some blames that I should take. And now that is where my own part comes in. I shouldn't have left. When she told me that, I should have at least put an effort to go to the next window. Let it be that somebody else send me away and say, oh, you are at the wrong place, instead of taking the decision by myself and just leaving. And another place why I take blame is because there was a security guy. I should have asked him, though I should not just assume that he doesn't, the question that I'm going to ask me will not know the answer. I shouldn't have that assumption. I should have just put my questions across to him and say, oh, I went to her and she told me that I'm in the wrong place. What do I need to do? Do I need to leave, or do I need to go to the... You know, I should just ask a question, but I did not do all that, and I just left. Okay, so another part where I refuse to take blame is because my mind, I was like, okay, in as much as I've been checked in, I can leave and come back, right? So I said, okay, let me not waste time, because I already knew how long it took me to get to that point. So I said, let me not waste time by hanging around. Let me quickly go and make a call across to my husband and my fiance as of that time and say, oh, hey, I went and she told me that I'm in the wrong place. What do I need to do? Quickly tell me that way I can go back. And he was like, oh, okay. He said, did she give me any paper to write anything? I said, no, she didn't. Like, the conversation was just as brief as ABC. She just told me, why am I here? And I told her that I'm here for my interview, and she told me that I don't know why I'm here, that's I'm in the wrong place. That was all what it is. So, and I said, okay, that I should go back and maybe tell her that my fiancé applied for my visa, and our plan is for me to join him, and when I join him, we are going to marry here. You know, I just ran back. And when I was going there, because remember, I wasn't going through the other process, like I wasn't going through the way I went in. I was just now going in the way I came out. So the police, because that place, police people are there, and they now stopped me and was like, where am I going? I was like, I'm going back, I'm going inside, I just came out. No, I told him I just came out, so I'm going in back. I've not have my interview. They said you cannot go in again. That for you to enter that place again, you have to apply for your visa again. You have to go through this process that you went through. Everything has to be afresh. I said, okay, it's like you did not understand what I said. I said I just came out of this place. Then they said, do you think we are joking here? You guys, that was when it was done on me that I was denied of my visa. That was when it was done on me that I have to start afresh again. That was when it was done on me that we have to pay the money again. So I went back and I told him that, look, I cannot go inside again. No, everything has gone. No, we have to apply for the visa again. No, this is what they said. Oh, that for me to come in back, I have to apply for the visa again. And so the good man applied for the visa. So as of that point, he started searching the internet to see the next available dates when we can rebook, and finally got the one that is closer. So as of that time, we don't know what next to do, right? So I have to go back to Port Harcourt. So the next day I went back to Port Harcourt. So when I went back to Port Harcourt, he finally got a spot and told me that we were so lucky that we got an opening, that he had the earliest available date is going to be the next week, I think, which is on Monday, I can't remember. So he told me that is the next available day if I can go back to Lagos. I said, who am I not to go back to Lagos? If you are willing to pay the money, I can go back. So he booked again, and I went back to Lagos and went through everything from afresh, from the scratch. And finally I went there. So when I now got to that building again, you guys, even if my eyes have been blindfolded, I don't think that I'll make that mistake of going to that window. In fact, you see where this is the place where I had the first encounter. I did not go there. I did not go to the second window. I did not go to the third window. I did not go to the fourth. I went to the very last window. That was where I went. And when I went there, in my mind, I was praying. I said, God, please help me. I was like, was it what I told the lady? Was it the answer I gave to this lady that made her to tell me that I'm in the wrong place? Whatever it is, Lord, please take over my tongue. Take over my tongue. Let it be that I say the right thing, that I will not be sent back the way I was sent back the first time. So when it got to my point, the very first thing she asked me was, just listen, the very first thing the woman asked me is, can you please raise up your hand? Whatever thing you are going to tell me here is nothing but the truth. And I said, yes, nothing but the truth. And when I said that, because it's like taking an oath, and my hands were raised, and I said all that. And then when she said, the other lady did not even do all that. You can imagine. She did not even do all that. But the first thing this lady did, do you promise to say nothing but the truth? This other woman just said, what is your name? And I said yes. When she asked me that question, I said yes, nothing but the truth. And I said, she asked, what is your name? I told her my name, and why are you here? I'm here for my interview. She now said, okay, you're going to hear from us. So take this paper. He told me that I should write on the sheet of paper my information, I think my name and my phone number, and if peradventure I will want somebody to come and pick it up, I should write the person's name. So as of that point, I knew that my visa is already ready. So, and also once I went and she asked me, when she told me if what I'm going to say is nothing but the truth, and I told her yes, and she asked me of my name, she just went and pulled out my file. She went and just pulled out my file, you see. And as I was talking to her, she was going through the file. But that lady, even when she asked me what is my name, as I told her my name, she was still where she is. She hasn't even gone to go and get my file to go and look for them, nothing. And if peradventure, as I've told her my name and she searched for my file and she did not see, she could have said, okay, we don't handle that here, you should go over to the next this. Is that not what she's supposed to have said? But nothing. So you guys, finally it was I filled the form, and that was how I left with a big fat smile on my face, you know. And I was happy. I went. Look, it wasn't a good experience, but at the end I thank God that it was a success. And my the message I want to pass across in this video is this: please, you guys, when you are in a place, don't ever forget to ask questions. If something is going on and you don't understand, ask questions. If you just realize that that thing is not going to get you what you want, please move to the next place and try your luck there. Ask questions and make sure that let the person is the one that tell you that no, you're in the no, we cannot help you, than you taking the decision of living by yourself. Okay, so thank you so much. I hope you have learned one or two things from this video. Please don't forget or fail to subscribe to my channel. Please like my videos, turn on your notification bell, that way you can be notified whenever I upload new videos. I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye. And also stay tuned, because I'm going to also do a video on my experience when I first entered plane. So I'm going to do that video too. So I'm going to see you in that video. Okay, bye.